Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a tag. This is the makeup collection tag. I saw Shannon Pages and Polish do this. She didn't tag me in it, but I thought it looked like a lot of fun. And I love Shannon. If you don't know her, I'm gonna link her video down below. She has book talks, makeup talks, vlogs. So if you don't know her, go visit her. And I'm just gonna jump right into this. Number one, how long have you been collecting makeup? I've always loved it, but I've been collecting it for, I would say, 3 years. When I got on YouTube, I started collecting makeup. YouTube absolutely makes you buy. It makes me purchase more. Always. If I don't want to shop, I better not be watching a Tara Babies haul. I've been doing it for about 3 years, and I've been on YouTube for about 3 years, watching YouTube for about 3 years. Okay, number two, what kind of collection do you have? Minimal, utilitarian, aesthetic, or historical? Not minimal. I would say I'm a combination of utilitarian, aesthetic, and historical. I will keep things around just because I loved them. Somewhere around here, I have an old brush. It was my only brush, and I carried it in my purse. But for forever, it was my one face brush, and I have it here somewhere, and it is sad. And if I loved something back in the day, like a L'Oreal single, I have one of those around here somewhere. It doesn't get used much, but I do keep it. Dual finish. There's some powders I like just as much. I don't know if I'll ever quit buying it because it has a special meaning to me. Also, aesthetic. Sometimes I just come sit at my desk and I just be with it. I love to be surrounded with it. I have some things that I've bought just for the packaging recently because I will just tell y'all, if I ever do a not worth the splurge, bronzer should absolutely be in that because you can do just as good at the drugstore. However, I have recently bought some bronzers just for the packaging. Hang on. And these may be amazing to use. I don't know yet. This Bronze Goddess, I saw that packaging. It was like, I have to have that. I've heard good things. It's aesthetic. It just makes me happy. But my prime example is this Marc Jacobs bronzer. The Tantastic. Yeah, the Tantastic. This fat white package. I just had to have it. So the packaging made me buy this, and I love it. It's aesthetic. However, utilitarian, yes. Hold on. I have an example for you. I'm using this up, and I love it. The Butter Bronzer. That packaging is not going to thrill me, but the way this applies, I love it. It's great to just pick up, throw on. I know it's always going to work. The Essence Lash Princess. I just bought a Maybelline bronzer. I know it's going to be fantastic. I've used it a couple of times. I love it. So I would say a combination of historical, aesthetic for sure, and then utilitarian. They just work. Number three, are you a completionist? Okay, a lot of people answered this like, do you like to have complete sets of things from a line? Not much. I don't do that much. Like the Anastasia's, yes. I buy almost everything eyeshadow palette wise that Anastasia puts out. Lorac, I want to own all of them. If it's talking like that, then yes, I'm a completionist like that. I took that question to mean, do I like to complete my items? Yes. I love my use ups and I want to use up everything I have. And if I don't complete it, I give it. I get it out of my collection. So I am a completionist. I am a sort of a completionist with some things where I want to complete a certain amount of things, the Anastasia, the Lorac eyeshadows. And I also like to complete items in my use up. I like to use it all the way up and then move on to something else. Number four, how do you store or organize your collection? Hold on, I did a vlog of that. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, how I organize my makeup. This is where I get ready. And I have foundations, lipsticks, a bunch of stuff that I grab for up here that I can just, grab for. Then in here, I have some things. I have powders, primers. Those are all things that I'm using up. Then I have my everyday makeup bag that I have all the stuff that I would take with me on a trip. These are things that I'm using up that I will grab for. All of these things that I keep in front of me, that's how I organize, and those are the things that I use up daily. And then over here, I have my eyeshadows in my armoire that is right next to my desk. And then in here, all of these get used because I'm testing those. Those are new products that I'm testing for favorites and fails videos. So that is how I store the makeup that I use. Okay, number five, what is your favorite thing about your collection? I have something for any mood, Any outfit color I wear. I'm in the mood for something warm, pull it out. Shimmery, pull it out. I want to glow, pull it out. Matte, I've got that. I'm just ready for anything, and I love that. What is your least favorite thing or something to improve in my collection? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I could stop purchasing right now and I am completely 100% content with what I have. If anything, I have too much. But I have a YouTube channel and that factors in absolutely. If I didn't have a channel, I would probably stop buying. If anything, I have too much, but I wouldn't change anything. Number 7, what's the biggest part of my collection? Lipsticks and blushes. And blushes are recent, and y'all, I went on a blush binge and could not get out of it, and I'm still in it a little bit. And I'm going to show you that collection real quick. I have drugstore blushes, mostly L'Oreal's, in backup. These are blushes that I've purchased and not tested yet for favorites and fails. So I have in a basket, I have those blushes. I have blushes I just purchased from the Sephora sale and a couple more on the way. These are backup blushes. And then these are my blushes I'm using up that are in my everyday makeup. Then I have another couple, that came in from the Sephora sale. I think I have more on the way. I can't get enough blushes. It's got to be the biggest part of my collection. That and lipsticks, because lipsticks are so easy. Yeah, just to pick up a little tube, and pretty soon you have drawers full of lipsticks and blushes. So yeah, blushes and lipsticks. Number 8, what is the smallest part of my collection? Concealer. I find a concealer and I stick with it. I think I have 4. I have about 3 in backup, and then I have 1 that I use every day, and it's the Shape Tape. And then I have a touch-up, the MAC or the NARS. And so I probably have about 5 concealers, and I really don't want any more. When I find a concealer I like, I pretty much will stick with it unless one of y'all says, hey, have you tried this? And then I will try. Then I'll try something. But no, I don't really collect concealers and don't really want to. Number 9, do you have a Holy Grail in your collection? Many. I have a Holy Grail, at least 1 for every category. Foundations, lipsticks, blushes, powders. For powders, the It Bye Bye. For lipsticks, the Natasha Denona Smoky Rose, which has been discontinued. For eyeshadows, yeah, I definitely have a lot of Holy Grails. Number 9, do you ever wish your collection was bigger, smaller, or is it complete? It's complete, but it will keep growing. Stuff catches my eye, and I want it, and then I want to talk about it with y'all. But it is complete. Number 11, how often do you declutter your collection? Hang on. I just videoed a declutter, so this is empty right now, but yeah, this is my declutter basket, and when this is about halfway full to full, I do a declutter video. As I realize I'm not using things, I will declutter them, and I don't have a lot of emotional attachment to it. I don't want to have an Ulta store in here, so if I'm not using it, I will get rid of it. So, and I always give it. I always give it to people that are so excited to get, my declutter stuff. Number 12, do you ever get envious seeing other people's makeup collections? Never. I never do, and I never did. Even when I had one little bag, that's what I wanted. I just don't ever look at people's collections and think, I want that. And number 13, who on YouTube has the best makeup collection? Who knows? There's so many creators that have everything that comes out. I would say the most attractive collection to me is probably Tara Baby's. I wait for her videos on Saturday night like I'm waiting for a Dateline. There's just so many people with good collections. And you can't see it all at once on the camera, so you really can't see what they have. But I would say Tara Baby's came to mind immediately. She's a really good collection. Too big for me, though. That would be I don't have room for that. And I don't want to be moving furniture in to house all my makeup. Okay, and that is all of the makeup collection tag. And that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.